So as much fun as it is for me, folks, to drool over water bottles I'll have for lunch tomorrow, and on top of that, the bananas I'll have for lunch as well, we'll just have to say we're going to go ahead and make Jackal Gold Kick here some money. So let's get towards that. I'm going to click on this dog video. Yep. It's time to get crunk. Just going to break into an impromptu dance sesh. There's no Macarena going on. What's wrong with that, folks? Yeah, there's someone ripped out of the 90s. Star-studded, man. Is that a Twinkie? More ads. It's Politico season, homie. It's a long ad, so we're going to get towards this. So the dog's going to make some money. I'm questioning what the dog would want with that particular money. Something that JGK hasn't talked about. They're probably splitting the revenue, pitches like that. This would have to say the dog's going to make some loot. This would have to say simple enough backdrop, probably get some smokage, get some herb.
What's up, YouTube? It's Jackal Gold Kick, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the origins of the dog, the Creepypasta King. So I've never done a video that character, how I came up with it, how it manifested.
So yeah, he's going to be talking about 3POC, so I'm going to get to watching that video, but now, also,
for those that haven't seen these videos,
3POC, the dog, some of those good folks, check them out, check out this video, I'd have to say, but Frenchie has something he has to tell you as well, so we're going to get towards that.
50-second, 1 minute, maybe 2-minute videos.
What to do, folks? Frenchie Talent here, just coming through to chat with y'all and shoot the moon during spooky season. Just figure I'd chat with a few demon buddies, some of that type here, just standardness to kind of get for like some gothicness. I know it probably sends chills right throughout your body, and it should. It's ghastly. These sorts of folks are ghastly. This is like the perfect kind of folk that you want for ballet class or something like that. Something, just picture that voice you just heard. Yeah, imagine that concept singing like the national anthem. Wouldn't that be something to kind of get when you're, just the concept of when you're at a football game, you have to salute some of that type of stuff. So it'd be an excellent concept to have some of that type there. I particularly like that fellow. He just works pretty well, just being able to say, I appreciate the concept. Truthfully, I think he could probably sell his voice or something like that. I think it'd be a pretty erotic display, I'd have to suppose, but you get the concept behind it. So basically, I look after some of these tones. The point to this video is there's really nothing on my mind. And I just have to say, in terms of me shooting the moon, basically, I'd have to say that the gap for shooting the moon is kind of blank. So I'm basically just pressing the trigger, and that's really just about all the concept really goes along with it. So we're just kind of hamming it up for no apparent reason. It's kind of a blank month. I just would have to say, in particular, we look after some of these types of tangents. You just have to look at the gothic typeness, and I just would have to say I could really stand to go for some KFC. It's been a little bit, just having like a drumstick or two, something that relative type pitch. I look after it. I mean, Jackal Gold Kick has tried to talk about some of this, and Acidic Roots has definitely had. I mean, I could go on this platoon of just talking about the health-centric typeness, but you get the idea that it's like beating a dead cow at this particular stage. I just would have to say it's just, that's neither here nor there. I mean, I'm looking after it in terms of like the bounty of something refreshing, something new, something that would be state of the art to cover in terms of those aspects. I admit that the content is very bare bones in like a very arid type atmosphere, just the concept behind it. So I just look after it. Yeah, we may be wasting time right here, but that's all I can really give is just a whole lot of nada. And I look after it. Now, does that make for a boring video? Not really. The actual unfortunate kind of truth here, folks, is I don't really have any jokes to crack at this particular stage. So I wouldn't have any goblin jokes or just things like that. You know, the blonde and brunette jokes, some of those type ones, the redhead jokes. Not going to do racial jokes, but you definitely get the concept of just being able to say some female jokes to kind of get to here. Maybe some other type things. Unfortunately, that chick Becky, who has a big butt uh, that Sir Mix-a-Lot was talking about, is going to get right on by and just have herself a gallivanted type day because the jokes are just not in display as far as that pitch kind of happens. Just be able to say, hey, you know, just because you look like the back of a barn, for all those big booty women looking like the back of a barn, just understand that you may just fit through the, it may take you an hour to fit through the doorway, but you'll get away just fine today because the jokes don't really reach that venue. The jokes don't really reach that burn oil as far as those pitches can happen. We just have to say acidic would get some chuckles about it. We just have the concepts, just, you know, blank canvas today, folks. So just look after that concept. I know for Halloween season, you'd want something more, but just understand the pitch that it's these in between type moments are really not that bad. I just would have to suppose, you know, I'm looking after the gossip and the tone behind it, chatting with some demon buddies, and I just would have to say, I definitely say within the next 15-20 minutes, I'm going to mosey on, go buy myself a few bottles of Jack Daniels, something like that. Maybe get like a frozen pizza and just kick back and really get hammered. So, excuse me while I go take care of that.